Justin, just welcome back. How much have you looked forward to this return?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Obviously, when you get hurt, you try and get back as quick as possible. So I'm excited to be back with the guys and excited to get back on the ice.
When there are this many guys out of the lineup, I imagine all of you as a group are feeling like, let's get back and help the team in any way we can. What are your thoughts in that area?
Yeah, it's tough when you're not playing and the team, is battling hard. So you just want to get back as quick as you can and feel a part of it again and help out where you can.
You jump right back in against some pretty competitive teams. I imagine that's just the way you like it, right?
Yeah, I mean the end of the year here is not an easy schedule, but I mean there's not really any easy games in this league. Every team's tough to play against. At the end of the day, it's the NHL. Colorado, they're a strong team, but we're at home. Big game the other night against Pittsburgh, so we should be feeding off that.
We talked to you about this a little bit last year when you were fighting to get back. How important was it for you, knowing that the games were dwindling, to get back in and get some meaningful time in?
Yeah, you always want to kind of put an injury behind you. Obviously, with the concussion, it's a bit trickier. Where it's hard to tell when you're ready to go, but we've taken our time with it. We had great staff here help me out and show me the ropes, so ready to go.
Let's start with the lineup tonight. Is Boone definitely out? No game time decision?
No, he's not. He's not available.
Okay. What about for Thursday? Looking ahead, is it a lot?
I don't know yet.
Okay. And also with Elvis, what's his status?
Day to day for now. We'll see how it goes.
Is it an illness or an injury?
Lower body. Yep.
Got Danforth back in the lineup. Nice to see a body come back into the lineup for a change,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, it's exciting. We missed him. He's like I said the other day. He's the kind of guy you're gonna miss him, but you don't know how much you're gonna miss him. And we did. The energy that he brings, 200-foot player, reliable. So it's good to have him back.
Like last year, it's nice to see a guy who's working hard to get back late in the season, right? It says a
Yeah,
lot about him.
yeah. He was really anxious to come back, and he actually wanted to play the last game, but we needed to make sure he's physically ready to play. So he is now. And we're excited to have him back, but he was really anxious to come back and play.
I have a question for you on your shootout list. How deep does it go for you? I mean, do you have every player ranked in a spot, or at one point do you just say, I got a feeling this is the guy?
It's a combination of both. Depending on how the game goes, at times you have a guy that's really hot that game, but the top 3 or 4 you pretty much know. Before the games, and we talk about that in our pregame preparation, looking at all scenarios. And if you're talking about Severson, he's pretty good at it, and he's got more than one trick in his bag. So he's got his percentage is really good, and it was the right time to try it, and he did really well.
How many D-men can you rely on in that situation?
Well, we have Zach he's an offensive guy. We have a few guys. Yeah.
Speaking of Zach, how has he evolved from the player in October, coming off a year of not playing, to where he is now?
Yeah, it's tough for any player, and we've seen it with just Olivier in the summer, like hurting himself, and then it takes some time. We've seen it in the past. It takes some time for guys to be back to the level of their play, and for Zach it was gradual, and that takes time. So it's a matter, especially when you're out for such a long time. It takes some time, but for Zach it's good to see, and he's been playing good for a while now, so it's good for us.
What do you think the team likes about playing in front of Daniil Tarasov? And I ask that because I feel like when they talk about him and he talks about the team, there's almost a mutual respect between the two.
I can't answer for the players. That'd be maybe a question you can ask them. I mean, Elvis was really good the last game. Our goalies, in my mind, it shouldn't change how you play. Who's in the lineup, it could be anyone, so it shouldn't change how you play. I know there's a factor when the goalie is hot, you feel comfortable. There's an element there that okay, our goalie is playing extremely well. It gives the team a lot of confidence. I understand that. But, you know, Daniel has been improving. We know he's got talent, good young man. He's a big guy. He's got poise. He's got patience. His reads, hockey sense is really good. So they're excited to play in front of him because he's a good goalie.
All right, thanks.
All right.